Yo, it's your boy Dark Dragonite, and we are back with a brand new episode of WWE Supercard Ember Tier Campaign. In this video, we'll be going through stages 43 all the way to 49, the left arrows. Here we go. Stage 43 shows a female solo toughness of 739,000, a female solo charisma of 708,000, and then finishing it off with a male tag power of 1.3 million with a negative 281,000 table. So match one female solo toughness. We're going to go Nia Jax, who procs and beats the Queen Charlotte Flair. Match 2 is a charisma. Natty beats the 708,000 Nikki Bella. And then to finish stage 43 off, the male tag power of 1.3 million. We are going to go AJ Styles, Randy Orton, and the Royal Rumble table. And that's enough to see off Brutus Creed and Kofi Kingston to get stage 43 3-starred and ticked off. Next up is stage 44. It's an all toughness round. We kick it off with a male solo of 648,000. Diva tag of 1.7 million. And then we finish with a male solo of 623,000. We will sort the divas out first. Give Natty those knee pads. Put a little bit of toughness on Randy Orton. Little bit of toughness on AJ Styles. And with the toughness manager and the guitar, we should have enough. So first up is the male solo of 648,000. We go Randy Orton against Chris Sabin. Next is a 1.7 million tag divas. So we go guitar, Nia Jax and Natty. Gives us about 1.8 against EO, Alexa, and the Ember guitar support. And then finally finishing off with 623,000 solo, Jackson Drake. We go with the phenomenal one, AJ Styles. 44 done. Moving on to stage 45, we'll see a solo male toughness of 551, a female solo speed of 758, and a female solo speed again 863,000. Just remove all the equipments off these. on to 45 we go. Change the manager to a speed one, as it's a double rounder. AJ Styles, we will use for the toughness, as he beats them outright. Just have a quick look if there's anyone better for speed. We'll go Roxanne Perez. Kendall Gray, we'll add AJ Styles' jacket on. And then Roxanne Perez, we will put on the adventure boots. Go into the almighty deck editor for them momentum slots on the Divas. Kendall Gray and then Roxanne Perez. There we go. Got the ladder, got the speed manager. We are good to go. So round one, that male solo toughness of 551,000. AJ Styles, Randy Orton are good enough for them against Bravo. The first speed is 758. Oh, nearly lost the ladder. So we'll go Roxanne Perez for the first one. And now we will use the ladder with Kendall Gray to beat that 863,000. Brie Bella with support. And that's 45 done. Moving on to 46. We start off with a male tag charisma of 1.8 million. Next would be a male solo toughness of 553,000. And finishing round 46 off will be a female tag power of 1.3 million. We'll put charisma on a Kit Wilson. Just see which one's better. I always get mixed up. It's definitely the one with more charisma stats. Put a bit of power on Natty. And then we have brought Nia Jax back in. And we'll put the Royal Rumble 26 elbow pads on her. Go back into the deck editor. Just to swap in Nia Jax for Roxanne Perez. Swap Kendall Gray for Kit Wilson. And swap AJ Styles for Kit Wilson. Back into campaign. On to 46. We've gone for the power manager. We've got the charisma support. In fact, we're going to swap to a charisma manager. And we'll put in some power support as well. So 1.8 charisma male tag is how we kick off stage 46. And obviously Kit Wilson and Kit Wilson. that is where they use their support in the first one. Straight up toughness, we'll go Randy Orton again. And then finally the female tag power of 1.3 million. We'll use the table against Ivy Nile and Charlotte Flair, giving them about 1 million stats. And that is 46 done. 4 down, 3 to go. Stage 47 kicks off with a female tag power of 1.5 million. Male solo toughness of 551,000. And then finally, a male tag toughness of 1.5 million. Just take off the equipment from round 46. Apologies. Okay, so we'll start with that female power. Static elbow pads on Natty. And then we go back to the Royal Rumble elbow pads for Nia Jax. Should have just left them 2 on. Next up is the solo toughness. And the tag toughness. So we'll go Kit Wilson. We'll chuck on Logan Paul's static equipment. And then we'll go Kit Wilson again. And chuck on the prize elbow pads. Toughness manager. And also we'll add in the Royal Rumble guitar for an extra 126,000 each. So firstly, that 1.5 million power tag. Next up is the solo toughness, where we went Randy Orton against Booker T. Nice and easy. And then finally, the 1.5 million tag, where we doubled up on Kit Wilson against Rayo, Trick Williams, and their support guitar. Pointless proc again, but we managed to 3-star 47. Moving us on to stage 48. Which sees a female solo toughness of 742,000, and then another female solo toughness, this time of 739,000, and it rounds off with a male tag charisma of 1.6 million. We'll swap Kendall Gray with Nia Jax. Just check then if Roxanne Perez were better than Nia Jax, and she isn't, so we'll stick with Nia. Slap on some toughness, which is the usual Logan Paul's equipment. And then we'll go for the knee pads on the Royal Rumble for Nia Jax. And then onto the male charisma, we'll put on AJ Lee boots. And then we'll use our other Kit Wilson and put on John Cena's towel. Toughness manager. and the charisma support. So the first female is 742,000. Natty easily gets the win there. Second diva is 739,000. So we're going to have to use our guitar with Nia Jax against Rhea Ripley. Oh, we actually didn't need to use it there because she procced. And then finally the 1.6 million, which we have about 1.7 million there. They used the support on the last round. And that is 48 done. Moving on to the final right arrow stage, 49. It's an all tag round, which will kick off with a male tag speed of 1.4 million. Round 2, we'll see a female charisma of 1.5 million. And then ending the stage with a male tag speed of 1.4 million. So we'll take our equipment off stage 48 as we set up for 49. So we'll give AJ Styles his jacket. We'll give Randy Orton the boots, I believe. And then Kit Wilson and Kit Wilson. We will chuck on just any speed we have. Which is some sweatbands of static. And now I'm just looking for any speed. Just a big chunk of speed. There we go. Adventure sweatbands as well. And then for the Diva Charisma, we're going to stick on the AJ Lee boots on Natty. And then a little bit of charisma in the Adventure John Cena towel on Kendall Gray. Gone with the Charisma Manager. Charisma support. We'll just put in Kendall Gray though. Just to boost her charisma up a little bit more by 30k. And now we're good to go. Just double checking the stats in my head, making sure that everything is aligned. And we'll get this final round underway with a male tag speed of 1.4 million. So we'll go AJ Lee, AJ Styles, apologies, and the Kit Wilson against Riot and Damian Priest. 1.5 million charisma tag. In Natty and Kendall Gray. And then last but not least, the last male tag speed of 1.4 million. We don't need to, but we'll just chuck in the ladder for Bants. Against El Grande and Bravo. Randy Orton and Kit Wilson proc as well. We didn't need them to proc, but as you know, when you don't need them to proc, they always proc. And that is the right arrows done and dusted. One step closer to Penta. It is a race against time to finish this campaign. Ten picks and the forging crystals. And let's have a look who we get from milestone 69. Not the manager we want, but we got Penta, which is lovely. Down arrow, current Intercontinental Champion. quick screenshot for the team. And that is all in today's video. If you have liked or it's helped out in any way, thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and until next time, au revoir.